Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you're here. As you could tell from the thumbnail, I'm going to be reviewing something pretty awesome, and that's the Supersonic and Super Shadow Light Up 2-pack for the Sonic 3 movie, released by JAY'S Pacific. And this is a very recent release, and I'm very fortunate to have found it when I did. So, little background, my friend and I went to Target last night, literally last night, and we were just doing our Christmas shopping, and we went to the Sonic section. He's like, I know how much you like Sonic, so pick out what you want for Christmas. And I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do that. And so I ended up finding this 2-pack, and I thought it was super cool. It lit up and everything, and I was like, you know what? I don't have any movie, like, figures anymore, so I might as well just get this. So he's like, I got you. And yeah, it's awesome. I gotta say, without a doubt, it was a very nice surprise. And he's like, yeah, you can open it up now, like it's an early Christmas present. So yeah, very lucky to have gotten this. So a little look at the package. You can see these two figures have a Try Me feature. We'll get to that in a moment. But we've got Team Sonic here, some stock images of Shadow from the end of the Sonic 2 movie. Got some logos here. Back of the box, we got Super Sonic and Super Shadow with their light up feature, and all the other characters you can collect separately. Light up. And a cool render of Shadow. I like that one. And of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Alright, so the box is cool, but now let's actually open up these figures and see what they have to offer. So, here we have both Sonic and Shadow out of the package, and now we're going to get on to the review. So, let's start off with Sonic, of course. His sculpt is incredible, very on point with the movie design. Love it. On the back, he does have a screw hole for batteries, so in case your light up feature malfunctions or dies, like all the other toys in stock, then you know where to replace the batteries. And of course, he's got the little holes on his quills, just so you know where they light up. So yeah, funny story about that. When I picked these guys up, I tested out the other figures just to see, you know, because I wanted to find the ones with the best looking sculpt and paint job, because I'm very particular like that. And it turns out these were the only two that actually still light up. So I'm guessing people in Target were just like, you know what, let's just keep pressing the buttons until they die, or we wear them out, or maybe just during shipment they just died. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Articulation's really good. It's limited on the head due to the electronics, so I'm not going to move it as much. Might do it for some posability, but that's about it. He's got the swivel shoulder, arms rotate all around. He's got little bicep articulations, very restricted due to the plastic, but you can still kind of get an idea. His forearm swivels around. His elbow bends and twists. He's also got articulation on his wrist. He's got a hinge so it can actually move forward. And one of the coolest new features of these Sonic figures is movable fingers. Oh yeah. Oh, and there's this light up feature, so you can kind of get an idea what that's like. Sometimes I accidentally press the button. Sometimes I will. Leg articulation is pretty good. He's actually got the thigh rotation, which is interesting. Of course, he's got the ball joint so you can kick. He's got the knee, and that swivels. Then, of course, he's got ankle joints. This actually is on a ball joint, so he can rotate it. So, like, if you wanted to have him, like, skid across the floor, you can do that. But, yeah, this is awesome. And his shoe's well sculpted, too. He's got the little shoe flaps on the back, so that's an additional detail to his shoes. Of course, he's got the really nice soles. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Super Sonic. Nice upgrade from the previous one for Sonic 2. And there actually is a basic version of Super Sonic for Sonic 3. Same articulation, just no electronics, which is really cool. Of course, it can't be a 2-pack without Super Shadow. And, you know, there was something funny that I thought of when I got this pack. So when I was a kid, DJAY'S was the big dog in terms of Sonic merchandise, and they actually sold like Super Sonic, Super Shadow, and Super Silver in a 3-pack. Now, obviously, I don't know where they're going to go with Sonic 4 if they make one. But I assume that maybe Silver will be in it, so then they'll sell a 3-pack, so this would kind of become obsolete, wouldn't it? No, I'm just kidding. But, jokes aside, this kind of reminded me of that, but minus the Chaos Emeralds and Silver, and there's a light-up feature. I don't know. It just made me feel nostalgic, which is probably the reason why I really wanted to get it. So anyways, let's review Shadow. That was just kind of my 2 cents on it, you know. So his head swivel is also limited due to the electronics. He's got the exact same articulation. He's got the bicep, he's got the forearm, the elbow, the hinge on his wrist, so now he can extend it outward. He's got the finger articulation, always a plus. And of course he's got the exact same, little bit stiffer plastic, but he can kick, move to the side. He's got the thigh articulation, he's got the knee articulation. His ankles are also on a ball joint, which are also stiff in movement, but that's fine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the details on this figure is awesome. The red stripes are on point. He's got that extra quills, like in the movie. I like his glove. He's got the red stripes there. The inhibitor ring actually has like a little middle part to it, so it's a little bit more distinguished from the rings that they collect and use for teleportation. And his shoes have really cool details. They're like the extra treading, or just the extra details on the boots themselves. It's got the little air shoe features, or what, I always forget what they're called. Air shoes, jet shoes, I call them all the things, like hover shoes, all that stuff. And of course he's got some shoe straps on the back, so that's pretty cool. And then you've got the red stripes that he has on his arms and legs, and yeah, that's Super Shadow. Great looking figures, oh my goodness. Like, I went to Walmart and I saw Shadow on a motorcycle, and I was like, oh man, I should really get that, but I was also like, I gotta save my money. They didn't have that at Target, because I would have picked that one up for sure. But honestly, I'm grateful just to have Super Sonic and Super Shadow. If these are the only Sonic movie figures I end up keeping, that's fine. I mean, these are incredible, and I'm really lucky to have found them when I did. Like, there was still a lot left in stock, but these were the only ones that were actually blinking with their lights. Speaking of which, I'm going to turn off the lights right now, and we'll show off the light show. Look, I know you all got spoiled with how Supersonic looks when he's lit up, but let's see Supersonic and Super Shadow lit up together. Oh yeah, that's incredible. Now, there's a funny thing that I thought of. So this is related to Dragon Ball, of course. All the connections with Sonic and Dragon Ball are starting to click here, but back in like 2009 or something, there were 2 Goku and Vegeta figures that had a light-up feature. Like, they were Super Saiyans, so they had the light-up feature where you'd press a button on their back, and they would scream, they would scream some lines in Japanese, and they made sounds and all that stuff. I think they were called the Japanese Lights and Sounds Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. I could be wrong. I used to have a Vegeta, and, they had features where if you hit them, like, they'd sound like they're fighting, so they make fighting sounds. They go like, ha, or something like that. And of course, there was a button that they did their famous attacks, like Vegeta did, I think, the Final Flash, and Goku did his Kamehameha. And it was cool. Those figures were always something I've wanted. Like, when I got Vegeta, it was pretty cool, but then I kind of lost him, so, that's me being a kid for you. I think they're rare now. Like, they're really hard to come by, but if I do find both for a good deal one day, I would definitely love to review them both here on the channel. So that's the correlation I had. It brought back a memory when I looked at these figures, and I was like, hey, this kind of seems like it'd be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much my video. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you're all excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 hitting theaters, I think, on the 20th. So not that far away, guys. So get hyped, get your tickets, and enjoy. with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts on these figures, and share with a friend. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and have yourselves a wonderful day or night, and I'll catch you later. Peace.